will study the second chapter of geography, that is about population dynamics. Okay, population dynamics we are going to start today. The topics we'll cover in this chapter is population density, factors encouraging and discouraging population density. Then we have three types of population density, that is densely populated region, moderately populated region and sparsely populated regions. We'll study about the two topics, overpopulation and underpopulation and their impacts. Okay. So, first of all, let us understand what is population density. What is population density? Population density is the study of number of population and variation in these numbers, means changes in these numbers in time and space. Okay. So, the distribution of population density in the world, the population of the world is 6,451 million. Okay. The population may be, see, the population density or population depends upon the area. Okay. If the area is plain and it is the facilities are more, so the population density will be higher. Okay. It depends upon the region also. So, the formula of population density, how do we calculate population density, is total population of the country upon total area of the country. Okay. So, according to census 2011, the average density of population in India is 382 per square kilometer. So, there are some factors which affects which are responsible for higher growth of population in the world. So, factors contributing to higher birth rate and factors causing low death rate and immigration. So, on the basis of these three, the population zone or population density is divided into three categories: densely populated, moderately populated and sparsely populated. Okay. So, there are some factors which encourages and discouraging the population density. So, factors discouraging population density are when there is severe cold climate at high altitude, when the place is situated at a very high altitude, when the temperature is very high, drought prone areas, poor soil and inaccessibility. There are few factors which encourages population density as plain land with fertile soil, suitable climate, well-developed transport and communication, agriculturally developed region, presence of mineral resources, industrial region and culturally developed regions, the regions which are culturally developed. Okay. So, densely populated region, you can tell it by yourself as the densely populated regions will be the region where the facilities are more. Okay. Where the facilities are more, they have plenty of opportunities for economic activities as well as they have a good transport and communication networks. Okay. So, few examples of densely populated regions are Southeast Asia like China, India, Japan, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand. They are the examples of densely populated regions. Okay. Countries of Western and Central Europe also, UK, France, Italy, Germany, Holland, you can say they are densely populated. Northeastern USA like Great Lakes, St. Lawrence Basin, Canada, they are densely populated because of the availability of minerals and development of transport and network communication. Okay. Moderately populated regions like Eastern Europe, Central and Northern China, Deccan Plateau of India, Pampas of Argentina, etc. Sparsely populated children, sparsely populated regions are the regions where the population density is very low. Okay, and the sparsely populated regions the population depends upon the various facilities the people are getting there. Okay, so moderately populated regions where the population density is neither too high nor too low. Okay, and densely populated where the population is much higher. Sparsely populated regions like hot deserts like Sahara, Kalahari desert, Thar Desert, okay, cold polar regions of Arctic and northern regions, okay. Now we'll talk about overpopulation and underpopulation, okay. Overpopulation and underpopulation. What is overpopulation, children? Overpopulation is a state of imbalance. It's the state of imbalance where excess of population overutilized or potential resources in an area or given time. Overpopulation, as the name suggests or as the name tells you, children, overpopulation will be the population where the resources are in limited quantity and the number of people are higher, means the number of people are higher to satisfy or to take the resources, okay. So the overpopulation is that state where the population is excess in comparison to the resources available there, okay. Then which are the overpopulated countries of the world, like China, India, USA, Indonesia, Brazil, Pakistan, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia. They are the overpopulated regions, okay. Now talking about underpopulation, when the population of a country is too small, therefore people are unable to fully utilize the available resources. See, the opposite happens in underpopulation. Here resources are well enough, but the number of people are low, okay. So resources are not fully utilized by the people. Here the resources are utilized and resources are not left by rest of the population, okay. So this is the difference. And the underpopulated areas of the world are Equatorial Congo, Amazon Basin, okay, Iceland, Suriname, Australia, French Guiana. These are underpopulated areas of the world, okay. You can tell it by yourself also. What are the impacts of overpopulation, children? Yes, what would be the impact if the population will be higher? If there will be much and more population, the resources will be limited, okay, to satisfy the needs and wants of the population, okay. So the depletion of natural resources will be there in overpopulated areas. There will be the issues of, or there are the issues of underemployment and poverty, okay. Underemployment and poverty, also lower healthcare and sanitation problems are also here in overpopulated regions. Environmental hazards are there. Overpopulation which increases the demand for land, okay. Imbalance in trade. Impacts of underpopulation. What are the impacts of underpopulation, children? When there is underpopulation, there will be unstable economy, labor shortage, there will be the shortage of labor, and the decrease in pollution. This is the advantage also, you can say, that in underpopulated regions